In reference to my case,
Get your mic on.
in reference to my case, I also have a letter, email that was sent to Governor Beebe at the time. This is dated 9/3/2014, stating that one of the grandparents was a foster mom and has kids under her foster care at this time, but still wasn't allowed to take care of my grandkids.
Right, we've got a number of questions lined up. I'm going to jump in here and ask some brief questions to illuminate these cases. Would y'all please give me as brief an answer as you can, because I just want to illuminate your cases a little bit and let these other legislators ask the bigger, longer questions. Ms. Wilson, to the best of your knowledge, briefly, why were the children taken?
Environmental reasons.
Not abuse.
No.
The 12-year-old that you mentioned that's now in a special facility because they acted out, had they acted out before when they were with the family?
Not to my knowledge. They had at school, in a public school setting, but for 2 years they had been at a private school and there were no issues.
Do the children have a sibling?
Yes,
Where does that child live?
with us.
How does that child live with you?
We adopted her at 5 years old.
Okay, so you were approved to adopt the older sibling,
Yes,
okay? Did you at any time have these children, have custody of these children?
yes, sir.
Why was custody removed?
Your Honor,
Don't want to,
it's the city.
Okay. Okay. We'll go into it next time.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Knowlton, you wanted to adopt, you and your wife wanted to adopt?
Yes, sir.
What reasons were you given for not being able to adopt?
I was given 2 reasons. One, I was over the age of 65 and I couldn't adopt. Then after I kept griping, went to foster parenting classes, I was told I might as well drop out of foster parenting classes because I wasn't going to get them. Then I kept persistent with the caseworker. The caseworker then told me that I couldn't adopt or couldn't foster the children because I was trying to help my son, and because I was letting my son stay with me at the time, they wouldn't let the kids come to my house because of him being there. I told the caseworker the day I could get custody of my grandkids, I would go to the police department and make sure that my son was never at my home again. That had no effect with the caseworker. That had no effect with DHS. Then the grandkids' other grandmother is a foster parent and has children in her home at this particular time as an approved foster parent, and she still was not allowed to take custody of these kids. It makes no sense to me. They have double standards. They follow no set policy at all at DHS. None at all.
Mr. Knowlton, how were your grandkids removed from the home? How did that take place?
They were removed from the home because of me.
You reported
Yes.
to these?
I called DHS. That didn't do any good. Then I went to the Pulaski County Sheriff's Department with these pictures, and anybody here can look at these pictures. I don't, it's open for anybody to look at. That had no effect with DHS. They wouldn't let me have my grandkids. And if it hadn't been for me to start with, these grandkids would still be in this situation.
Where are your grandchildren now?
I have no idea. They will not tell me where my grandkids are. I cannot see my grandkids at Thanksgiving. I cannot see my kids at Christmas. I have no idea where they're at.
Were parental rights terminated?
Yes, they were.
How long ago?
In July and August.